Back off Nima. Oh shit, the size of that, man. Them Black Widow spiders. Black Widows. They fucking... Can you fling us one down, bro? You know them motherfucking spiders, right? You know the women, bro. Do you know them spiders, what they do? They mate with the fucking male, and then they kill it. It's like... Oh, yeah. Someone left me a smoke. Oh, yeah, I got that off Toby. Thanks, bro. Right. Whoops daisy. Black Widow spiders. They're fucking definitely like next level. Na, na, nee, na, na. She wakes up early every morning. I'm having a cup of tea. I love my fucking tea. Okay, I'm having my tea. Jamie, and I'm waiting. It's always only one. So close to death, so far away. I didn't even know supposed to be keeping this for my birthday, man. I'm going to have to get myself a new outfit, but I don't think I can replace this one. You know, it's not exactly fucking cheap. Right. They go like that then. Yeah. Everyone's in flavours at the minute, I think so. Yeah, that'll give me a bit of time because I think everyone's in flavours this life, so. Yeah, no, I love flavours, man. I've always had a lot of time for him and I have a lot of time for Tim as well. You know, shout out to them too, man. You show me nothing but love and respect anytime I go into their lives, man. So, like I said, man, big up flavours and Tim. You know, it's like, in fact, I have a lot of people that support me, man, that don't get the credit, you know, for helping me. Well, I'm not one to not give credit where credit's due, so I'll say for as far as the team is concerned, Pablo has done more for Straightouttaballyer and Fighting Back United. Yeah, and I have a few mods that have believed in me from day one, and like I said, real recognise real now. A lot of fucking people like want to see me fall on loads of occasions, and I get that. You know, it's like I understand people are afraid of certain shit, and it's like you always know your fucking worth. Always know your weaknesses, especially your strengths. And never take a motherfucker for granted. Never underestimate anybody. Because once you start overlooking people, you're gonna get yourself into trouble depending on whatever endeavour you find yourself in. One thing I learned growing up, you don't underestimate nobody. Man, woman or child, because there is not a job on this planet that a woman cannot do as good as a man 5 times over. Do you understand? Women make better soldiers. It's like, do you understand? Proven. You know, women can keep their composure under severe stress. Does that make any sense? And that's a quality within a quality itself, because if we're talking about women soldiers, they make the best because they know how to handle their emotions. A lot of women don't have super egos like men do, and that's what outdoes men every time, you know. Strength over ego, you know, strength always over adversity and ridicule and, you know, that kind of bullshit. But like, hang on, right, what time are we on? Because I said about 6, didn't I? So yeah, about now. Well, like I said, man, nice to see Flavours, like as always. I have nothing but respect for Flavours and Tim Leeds because they've helped me channel. You know, and Pablo, you know, Pablo that is. And the YouTube community recognises, real recognise real, and allegedly when these rules have come in, a lot of these channels that have been trolling people and all, they're all gonna get a reality check, you know, and I'll be there laughing at you saying, ha, that's why I never got involved in the bullshit, that's why. Yeah. And I want to shout out to everyone fighting mental health issues and demons on a daily basis here. You're not on your own, you understand? And it's the world's fastest growing disease, believe it or not. Mental health issues now, mental health illness is as bad as cancer. You see, because you can get drugs for cancer, you can get drugs for mental health, but you can't get drugs for your brain and your dreams. That's the scary part for me, is the dreams. You see, antipsychotics and that have you, they only do so much to a certain extent. That chopper is loaded. Like I said, I always come on here with integrity. I never call the man out because where I'm from, the truth be told, I know what they're worth, where that can lead. You know, how you will. And it's not somewhere where I want to go anymore. You know, it's like I've lost too many mates and family members in Dunbar and Gangland, you know, and I walked away from it because I didn't want it to affect me children, you know. For the sons of the father, why should the kids be punished? Do you understand? And a lot of my friends, you know, their kids were punished because of what they did. You know, and it's a motherfucker, but come here, it's a double-edged sword. It's like when you mess around with shit you're not supposed to mess with, you can't expect it. Like when it knocks upon your door, it's your own fault. But anyway, like I said, I had my faith, and only for that I wouldn't be here. You know, I know my strengths, my weaknesses, my limitations, and like where I grew up, I look for role models. I look for someone to look up to, and I looked at the fucking drug dealers, alleged drug dealers. You know what I mean? You are the company you keep. And at the time, the company I kept, like the kind of caliber of people they are, like you wouldn't believe. Like we all started out as a bunch of mates, and now it's a squad. It's rolled into something. The only way I can describe it as is fucking narco land. I done a podcast there a couple of weeks ago with two of our old friends. Our yells at Tindleman and Airpack, you know, and back then, like it all started for me at 14 really, the music, you know, and over a 2-year period I started taking LSD and ecstasy, and that led to a role, which all my pals know all too well. Like you can hear, you know, when you tell your mate, here I'll get you put on the guest list, let's say if 20 mates turn up and you're only allowed 5 or something, you know. What happens when you have a fucking group of them roll up and go, we are Duke said it was alright, you know. And a lot of these lads I looked up to, do you understand? And if they didn't get in, I'd get me ass whooped. You know, and that's just the way it was, but you know what I mean. Thank God management and the boys got on. But fucking crazy, but fuck all that for now. The next time we do a podcast, and when I bring on the lads, like over time I'll bring a couple more on, because if the truth be told, they don't do this, you know. They don't come on people. So like, if you're from Ireland, then you'd seen the Dublin Narcos program, you know, and I know loads of people that were on it, but shout out to Pat Carey. He was on that Narcos and he come on here, and it basically, it's just like telling you a bit about like the scene, like back then, like being dance music. It was like a module, and number 1 was the drugs, number 2 was the dance, and number 3 was with the games. You know, like it was either Feel It, Champion, Stussy. There was loads of fucking names back then, but it was mainly Champion and Feel It. And I remember me first night going to work, and me boss gave me, let's say, a fucking an advance, you know, and I went in and bought a Champion tracksuit. It was like a fucking post box I was. You know what I mean? In the UK, the post boxes are red. That's what I look like. I look like a fucking sea fucking indicator. A bobby in the fucking water, up and down, like a post box. Yeah, you couldn't fucking miss me. Here, even a blind Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles would see me a mile away. You know, but I ended up becoming familiar with the clientele really quick over the weeks. I'm not even going into it, but that's where I lost my virginity. In the fucking, and yeah, the most undignified place ever to lose it, in a pub toilet. But I was only 15, and grown women were abusing me, man. They were riding me. And at the time I wasn't complaining, because it didn't last too long. But over the weeks, man, different weeks, grown-ass women, probably with husbands and babies at home, throwing themselves at me and my friends, like, just because of one product being ecstasy. You know, it's a slippery slope, like, when you're in that world, like, you know, but I tell you what, I've been to some great parties. Now, one of my mates the other night, like, now, it looks out the pattern the hours off for coming on, and I'm gonna bring a few more of the boys on, but strictly to talk music and good times. I ain't gonna incriminate any of my mates, you know. Bastard media, man, like I said, at the end of the day, what the media label cartel land and cartel members, what's a fucking cartel member look like? Like, do you understand? Like, I don't understand them words. Cartel, gangster. I come from a land of gangsters and hitmen and terrorists, if you want to say that. Because you put the terrorist into people. You know, like I said here, I know so many lads that have turned good fellas from bad fellas and bad fellas from good, and you know what, so does every other motherfucker in my old hood. Do you understand? We have rules on my old housing estate being Cherry Orchard, Ballyferm at Dublin 10. Number 1, don't tell on anyone. Number 2, don't tell on anyone. And number 3, don't fucking tell anyone. Number 4, don't tell anybody anything that can get anyone into trouble. Cause there's too many ratting bastards, and where I'm from, if you go against the grain and if you tell on someone, you lose your life for it. And if they don't get you, they'll get your ma, your dad, your brother, your sister. Stay away from drugs. And here, like I said, it starts very young with the kids, because they see the youth starting off with the man bag that has a phone, and he knows that his ma pays for his phone, but where's the other phone? Who's paying for that? Do you understand? If you start noticing shit with your kids, like they start having new bags, new trainers, new phones, being able to spend €300 on a t-shirt, you need to fucking have a chat. And if he hasn't got a father figure in his life, your odds are cut in half straight away, because the street will take him one way or the other, unless he has a daddy there, because only daddies can save their sons. And you know, I die 1,000 deaths in hell before I'd have let my lad be yanting like I was. Do you understand that? No matter what. You know, I had to break the circle of violence that ran in my family for generations. My dad was a walking bastard before he got that heart transplant. You know what I mean? And I had to fucking, you know, like I said, you put your hands on my mother in front of me, and I'm gonna stab you with a fork in the eye. Like, and I'm not telling a lie, my mother here, I don't give a fuck who you are, even if your fucking name is fucking Gandalf, you know what I mean, or fucking Troll or Ogre or fucking Shrek. You know, you put your hands on my mother and I'll do whatever it takes to protect her. Fuck whether I get hurt. She created me. You know, and my dad was a wanker when I was a kid. But we got over that hurdle eventually, decades later. You know, and that's why I don't like alcohol. Because of the bad memories I have over alcohol, and not from me, from people around me who didn't know how to handle their alcohol. So you shouldn't be drinking the shit in the first place, because alcohol makes little men's balls grow. So, and especially little men in groups, in numbers where they feel safe, you know. So they choose to bully people on YouTube because they have a bigger platform than some of us. You wouldn't bully me, lad, I tell you what, I'd slap the mouth off you. Death before the sun up, and I've learnt myself how to defend myself. You never hear people saying that, yeah, I'm a great defender. I fucking am a great defender. Because like I said, man, where I'm from, hesitation can get you killed. You know, but if you don't involve yourself in shit that won't get you killed, well then you might survive the hood. And here, there's no rougher than Cherry Orchard, Dublin 10. Google it! But like I said, I escaped there, and it was always my destiny to go back. Not physically, mentally, I can't go back. Not because of anybody or because I'm afraid of anyone. I'm afraid of myself. And it'd break me. My brothers are gonna do something for me. I've asked them to take me man to our home. The headstone's there with me little brother and sister's names on it, bless them, and me man there, so I'm not mentally strong enough to do it, so Mark said he'll do it for me, you know, so that means a lot. I'll never probably step foot on the Emerald Isle again. See, I already know, you see. It's like, I'm alright with it. I'm okay with that. Because the truth be told, it's only going to do me more damage going over there now. It's like, you know, I ran away from my old area all my life. I ran away from an area where people put reputations on you. It's despicable to watch. I've watched good fellas turn bad fellas. I've watched bad fellas turn good. You know. And if you know your history and you know Dublin, everywhere we go, people always ask us who we are and where do we come from. And we always tell them here, we're from Ballyer. Ballyer. And if you can't hear us, we'll shout a little louder. You know, it's like I don't make this shit up, you know what I mean? Society does. And Bugsy got it right. Like, you get drugs like cocaine, right? And everybody knows everybody in certain neighbourhoods, right? And fucking everybody knows who one of the local heroin dealers, one of the cocaine dealers, whatever kind. We know because of past experiences, or let's say because of community politics. You know what goes on. You know now. I have no patience. Like I said, there's some good kids off this housing estate. I know most of their daddies, you understand? And if I'm not stupid, if I'm walking or I'm driving past and I see one of the kids off this housing estate getting touched, you know I'm the kind of motherfucker that'll stop the car. I'm one of the only motherfuckers around here that I could stop, get out of the car, and don't care who it is, doesn't bother me that. Yo bro, here, what's 5 years around the MILF? MILF, who the fuck are you fucking... I'll tell you who I am, here I see him, boom! Yeah, and that's how it then. I look out for my community, you know why? Because I love it. And over nearly Over 28 days yesterday. 28 years yesterday in Manchester, yeah. You know, and it's been good to me, Manchester, but it's like, you know, it's fucking complicated, man. It's like a fucking bad relationship. It's complicated. And not to say that I have a bad relationship, I have a fucking great relationship. Uh, but like I said, what I've noticed on YouTube is a lot of people want to see other people fall, you know, and they like to kind of mock people that have labels, like myself. I'm not ashamed to say I have mental health issues, and you know what? I'm not even ashamed to say where I'm from anymore, who I used to be, which is a nobody, but to me chicks and to me family now, they tell you something different. I'm definitely as someone in the real world, as someone to family, to friends, to me queen, to me children. You know, I don't take no bullshit off anyone, and I'm not a tough guy or a hard man. I can fight and I can defend myself, that's it. You understand? But in 6 years, why do you think I've never called anyone out on YouTube? Yeah. To a leg on the spider in a very slow motion fashion, and I mean it happened so slowly. Cause I'd be like every other blackguard, wouldn't I? Yeah. And some of us, even though we mightn't look at, some of us have a bit of culture, a bit of class. Some of us are courageous. That's triple C. Okay. I never come onto YouTube for coin, clicks, or clout. I don't call them and then BANG! Fucking spark you out. Boom! And I can. But I don't like that way, you know. Yeah. I try talk about things rather than smash it in your face with a brick. Because that way doesn't work. Oh, it does work, it's very efficient. But it's not the way I want to go anymore. It's like, and since I've been with me missus, she's told me soft as fuck. And I broke my old personal best, Wolf. Imagine that. 17 months without a fight. I mean a fist fight, like, you know what I mean? Fucking Stockton, motherfucker. Cherry Orchard. Nah, I've never ran from a fight in my life. Even if there's 10 of them, I'll get battered. I'd sooner die before I do that. And it's stupid. Death before the sun, you know? Yeah, but I don't give a fuck. And the people around me know I have a good heart. I'm not a blackguard or a bowsy. The biggest mistake people make in life is underestimate other people. You know, you never, ever underestimate no man, woman or fucking child. Do you understand? Never think you're tougher than anybody, because you know what? There's always tougher people out there than you. Now, I know tough guys, right? Real tough guys. Now we are, half of them, I know allegedly, terrorists, hitmen, extortioners, kidnappers, allegedly. Here, how about this? Have you got a file of facts? Sorry, a yellow page. Is that what you call it in England? Ring a riot. You know. Ring a riot. Ring a fucking diet. Ring a squad. Now, there's certain phone numbers that certain people, like yourself, wouldn't be able to get. Now, let's say if I know a man about a dog, he knows another man about a sheep. You know, that kind of way. Or maybe I don't. But growing up, what I was aware of was the calibre of men I was around. The calibre of men I'm still around me. You see, around here, you have to have democracy in Manchester. Because otherwise, everywhere it'd be carnage. It's organised chaos, I like to call it. You know, and as long as you have prosperity here and here, it doesn't matter. But if you have it on your housing estate, it's fucking beautiful now. There's no fuckery around here because the Irish run this fucking housing estate. And here, I'm not talking about myself or my family. I'm talking about 7 of the biggest gypsy families in Manchester live on this housing estate. That's why we have democracy. And me as well, and my brothers. Yeah, it's fucking there, mate. There's no fuckery around here. Everyone has a role. And one of my roles is to make sure there's no fuckery. Because if there is fuckery, then something's going to have to be done about it. And here, my community is my business. Almost a spider puff it up and then suck it. It's like a puff and suck action going on all the time. Yeah, I understand that puff and suck action going on all the time. I'm watching a thing about black widow spiders, right? Now, this goes back to the idea that men are tougher than women, right? Let me point something out about women and motherfuckers, right? Women make the best assassins, okay? And a woman can be like a fucking black widow spider, right? Do you know what they do, right? A black widow. Now here, look, I'm not just making this up. This is like, it's like about alpha spiders. Like, for instance, this is why I always say women make the best hitmen. Women, honestly, trust me, because men think with their dick all the time. Now, anyway, long story short, the black widow spider, you know what she does? She finds a partner, yeah? And then she makes love to him and has sexy time. And then she sticks her poison into him. And she fucking paralyzes him. And then she spits on him and eats him. Sit them on your lap and give them a pat. The one really nice thing my spider study has exposed to me is just how awesome these spiders are. Every time fucking awesome, yeah. And here, like I said, see that fucking bite, if you don't get that anti-venom within an hour, they say it's like, boiling water times 20 underneath your skin, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of these spiders and stuff, they're so fucking venomous. You know, it's like, but black widows. Thanks, honey. Oh, you're concerned about me? Oh, how thoughtful are you, what? Yeah, I'll fall asleep on your lap tomorrow. I'm so fucking tired, I am. I'm in agony, Bob. You know what I mean? That's why I made myself a big fuck off joint. I even made myself 2 cups of tea in one, you know me, that cup that you got me. No, I'm praying to God just fucking give me a bit of relief with this fucking baffled pain. Because it hurts, you know, it's fucking... And it makes me moody and stuff, you know. I don't want to be like that, you know. The sheer depravity is really difficult to put into words. The nature of the charges is too graphic to repeat, but these were the most degrading, the most going out on us, Bob, as they say. Look, we're going out on the airlock. Where's my joint? Just in case it's locked. The court heard today that at any one time there were 10 small children in what they call. Would you like me with me mascot? Fuck. I stamped up my glasses and now look what you made me do. I know. Yeah. Yeah. There goes the tracksuit for the birthday. Shout out to me Queen for coming in. Yeah. She thought she'd taken photos of all but 3 of them, that she would choose them at random, that she didn't know their names, and that she would go for the babies because they were the easiest. Now, but like I said, guys, I'm gonna right, so it's 6:30 now, so I am going to go at about. Okay, I'm gonna end this live at say about 7:15, and that'll probably be me for the rest of the night. I might make a couple of shorts, but there's a new video coming soon, guys, for the channel. I want to thank you all for helping me out and subbing to the channel and getting me past 400 within the first few months. And you all know what I want back, and it's my old channel, except channel. I have a channel sitting in the dock of the bay, sitting there, and it's like, it's no good, and I said I'm coming back to get something back this year, and here, 400 subs, I'm happy with that. It took me years to get 600 subs, so people hopefully will help me get to the 600 mark, and that's all I want to do is to get to say, yeah, I fucking started all over again, and I still have 400 subs, you know, and that'll grow. It might even decline before it grows, but the main thing is it will grow, and people are going to help me, and you know, it's very nice that people want to fucking help me, you know. It's like, like, you know, I do my best to help as many people I can help, and it's nice that I get support off people, you know. Like, real people recognise real people. Like, you can try put an act on, you know, people see through it, you know, like. Like I said, know your strengths and your weaknesses, but know your wealth, your health, your wealth. And I'm not doing much to change my health right now, because I'm in fucking agony, so I'm having it, yeah.
Do you know where you met him online? Gay.com. And,
oh, that's that Chris Hansen thing. Yeah, I'm in fucking agony, man, so I'm having a nice joint. You know, I don't drink alcohol. I take class A drugs, really, so there's not many options fucking left for me. You know, I don't like drink. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like how it makes people act and think, and you know, I'd sooner be around 5 people that like the joint rather than 50 people that were drunk. You know, that kind of way. Because there's no talking to some people when they've got beyond that point, you know, of
Like,
You're always gonna think you're in the right, and
And do you chat from home or do
your
you
true
chat from
class
somewhere else?
comes out in those situations, how you deal with them, you know.
What kind of computer do you have?
It's Slack or desktop.
PC?
Mhm.
Do you have a webcam?
No.
So you don't use that to chat?
But I would like to thank you for getting me to a certain
Tell me a
stage.
little bit about how you chatted with the John.
Yeah. No, we just met.
You know, it's sad, it's like,
Okay. Did you have something in common?
there's a good part of YouTube,
You know?
and there's a really shady side of it,
Some of the things you guys talk about.
you know, where
All kinds of different things, really.
I've noticed, I took a step back and I don't watch other people's shit. I know that's selfish of me and all, but
Sports and stuff like that.
I'm not on here to impress anybody. I'm not on here to compete with anybody. I'm on here to compete against me fucking self. And so far, I'm doing okay. You understand? I have a channel with 620 odd subs. It's no good to me. It's dead in the fucking water. So I have two channels that I'm gonna concentrate on. And them two channels being STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER and STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER fucking hate.
So how did you find the
Yeah.
location? Did you
You gave me an address.
give you an address and then did you
400 we're on.
try to get here?
I'm quite happy with that. Cause I've done it in less than half a year. And it took me multiple years to get that on Fighting Back United. And now,
Do you
I will take back what is mine, which was my channel stolen from me, with 600 and odd subs, and they'll be satisfied.
what kind of things do you
Do
chat
you understand?
Whatever, really.
I'd have taken back, except for this is my little baby, and the people that won't talk to anyone in Ballyfermot or Cherry Orchard ever.
Why do you use
I'll tell you why, you've been asking the wrong fucking
is it a
questions.
chat room that you go to?
You know, you don't ask questions that are gonna incriminate your mates or get your mates into any fucking trouble. You know, I've no angle here. My only angle is going back to the place where I fucking so love and love. But because I've been here for 30 years, you know, and since I've been here, I've witnessed all the people that I've witnessed who aren't here no longer. You know, and it's like it all depends on the caliber of man you are. And I lost a lot of good mates, just like a lot of us did. You know, and I take that shit personal. I can't help how I am. You know, I have some friends who are dead who I fucking loved like a brother. You know, and I've already, you know, I've lost a brother, I've lost a sister, lost both parents. Losing certain friends fucked me up big time. But I'm, thank God, like today, like don't get me wrong, I'm seriously damaged because of all my childhood experiences combined. You know, it was like a tsunami that I tried to block, but you cannot. You'll get breaches all over the place, man. Super compromised, but I'll carry on doing what I can until I can't no longer.
So, but you were interested in him because
Well,
he was a boy or a man?
Personality. And so forth.
Personality.
Me pain's at 10.5 at the moment. Now what do you do when your pain barrier is obviously 1 to fucking 10? What do you do when it goes past 10? That's what happens. I swear, adrenaline is one hell of a drug. So is cannabis, but you know,
There's a difference between
the whole,
someone comes up here and
you know, You can try to be a tough guy all you want, but pain is the way and never letting you forget. That's one thing I know. Yeah. And yeah, over time, like I said, in my good time, I'm gonna bring on a couple of people from the old neighbourhood that remember the good times. You know, not just the bad ones, like, you know. Like I said, I watched a lot of good people turn bad and a lot of bad people turn good, and you know, it's like the media gives them a terrible life, and everyone knows Ballyer is cartel land, right? There's no two ways about it, but I don't look at me mate. When people say, bro, your mate's cartel member, so fucking what? Shut up, man. You know what I mean? Don't talk to me, don't. If you turned around and said that to me, I think you had a fucking a tape recorder in your pocket or something. You understand? You don't say shit like that to a mate, you know what I mean? To me, cause a lot of my friends are scared with mental health issues and paranoia as well. From all the years we did in fucking jail to the fucking drugs to the antidepressants and antipsychotics that they take to this day, because you know what I mean, and they see their error of the ways. And I've a lot of friends that the media have fucking nailed to the cross, you know, nailed their family to the cross, you know what I mean, and I don't give a fuck, yeah. I'm from Ballyfermot and I'm proud of where I'm from, yeah. My family are from Ballyfermot. My fucking best friends are from Ballyfermot, Cherry Orchard Avenue, and Crawford fucking Park, and Crawford Green, and the Crescent, the Avenue, the Close, all over the place, you know, and it's mad. It's like a fucking time portal where I just picked up a blame bat phone and just said, yo, hello, anyone there? And a few of the boys responded, and it's like, where I'm from, my mates won't talk to nobody about nothing, but they'll talk to me about good times that we all had, and I'm going to invite you to a podcast that's coming very soon. And you're only as good as your last fight, as they say in our world. But it's like I've been waiting for this fight for a hell of a long time. I've waited for this moment where I could go back home and just bring a few of my old mates back together again, and because of me and my little link that I have to all my friends at home, you know, and they're all starting to fucking come out of the darkness and say, you know, oh, fuck it, bro, let's get this told. You know, the funny stories, too many of us are dropping dead over the years, and before long, some of the people won't be able to tell the story, so this is the reason why I have to do it now. Everything's about time, and you know what I mean? I'm what? Next Tuesday I am 49. You know, it's like, and I'm a granddad, and you know, it's like, I believe things happen for a reason. I have to tell myself that every day. It's helped me cope with the volume of loss of people. Crazy. And not just from Ballyfermot here. Most of the lads that I fucking are not from Ballyer. Some of them are from Finglas, Clondalkin, Tally, Cabra, fucking Bluebell, Kilmainham, Finglas, you know, Blanche. I've fucking family and mates everywhere. You know, fucking from fucking Ballymun to fucking Brussels to fucking Belgium. You know, I have a mate, shout out to me mate in Belgium, Garrett. Him and his missus stopped vegan. Still, bro, fucking hell. Get a lamb chopped down here, bollocks. It's mad because other people have been sharing me stuff. Old friends have rekindled and got in touch, you know, and it's so fucking endearing and noble and humbling at the same time because my old mates knew, yeah, I'd never betray them, you know. And I took myself away and I educated myself when it comes to mental health issues because of my own demons. And for me to be able to help one of my old friends from my old community here, this is what I've meant to do all along. I'm so tired today, guys. I apologise. I've not had much sleep last night. Me back, man, I'm folded up like a pretzel at the moment. Nah, it's beauty. It's beautiful, sorry, to me, where if I can bring a couple of my old friends back together, I have people reach out to me on a daily basis saying, Jude, can you advise me about this, advise me about that? Do you know how endearing that is? And how humble that makes me feel? Like fucking people that you'd never expect to reach out to you, you wouldn't even think they're watching your shit. And you know what I mean, ask for my advice, like why the fuck would you want my advice? But it's very, very humbling at the same time. Now this has been happening for years. It's like, and I suppose if you help people for free, you don't forget that, you know. Like, we're in a few months, I've got 400 subs, you know, and I didn't have to call anyone out for that or bring any negative attention to my channel. And shout out to Pablo for making me rethink a podcast I had done the other day. I was supposed to do with somebody. I won't go into it, but listen, Trust and Die Mod. One of my mods sent me a couple of things. I read it and that I was like, straight away I had to pull the podcast with BH. Like I said, I cannot be involved in anything to do with giving women shit. I'm not asked whether you give it to men. Men are what ground, what we can take it, but you don't attack a female, like, so I'd be a hypocrite and I'd be going against everything that I stand for. So that's the reason why I didn't do the podcast yesterday with Ben Ormsby, because it would have caused me a shitload of trolls. And for what? You know what I mean? And for what benefit? Not a fucking chance. I have 2 daughters and, you know, my opinion, I'll keep to myself, but I had to pull the podcast. You know, but like I said here, there's a lot of guys from the old neighbourhood that I'm gonna bring on to talk about music, mental health, surviving long prison sentences, whether it's had an effect on their mental health. And here, there's certain questions I'm not gonna fucking ask some of me mates, you know why? Because I already know the fucking answers. You know, but it's like if I can help them unburden themselves and forgive themselves, if I can forgive, listen, it took me 4 decades to fucking forgive myself for something that happened to me when I was 4. And you carry that shit around your neck, man, and it's weight. It feels like having 2 fucking car tires attached to rope and your head's fucking pulling down because it's that heavy, you know. Guilt is an awful thing. You know, I've more fucking crow's feet because of my sleep pattern. I don't sleep. Well, you know, them bastards fucked me up at 8. They put me on Ritalin for 36 months, you know, and it destroyed me as a kid. You know, that's what a lot of people don't realise. You know, I was on Ritalin at 8 to 11. And my mother, God love her, like she was a coping schizophrenic, you know, that kind of way. And she never forgive herself for that, you know. That was tough. Watching my ma pass. I don't care whether people put reputations on you or when you lose your mother, fuck what people say about you. All my life I've had psychiatrists, doctors that try to hide it because it's embarrassed, you know. Like, I don't like that term schizo. You know, my dad was a psychopath. My ma was a coping schizophrenic. I was always gonna get mental health issues. They just didn't know as a young kid because after the fire, I carried on lighting fires and setting cars on fire and, you know, I was shown pyromaniac, what would it be called? Like I was lighting fires, do you understand, after the fire happened. And I'm gonna write about this one day. And I remember a fella did something on me. I've always been a reckless optimist. And this fella punched me in the nose, made me nose bleed on a few different occasions leading up to this, and I had enough of them. And until I left that fucking group of flats where I lived in, this cunt was gonna be on my arse every day until I left that housing estate in Bluebell. Ask Harpo, he'll tell you, his ma pumped me out. You know what I mean? Fucking psychotic cunt. Hello Costello, his name was. I was 7. And the cars were up, the wheels were on blocks. And I had a lighter. And I seen him. I snuck over, did that, put a piece of fucking lighting paper in the petrol tank and snuck back to the corner in anticipation. Don't ask me what I thought had happened. I was fucking 7. It's like, but I had enough of this cunt. I had enough of him, man. He kept picking on me and he was 14, I was 7. And every time I'd go into me nanny's, I'd get fucking cracked in the back of the head. What are you letting them see you cry for? Get out there. You know, when you're a fucking 7-year-old kid, you know what I mean? So I was like, there's only one way I'll catch this bastard. And I caught him. And he's in the car like that. And I snuck up beside the cunt. Don't ask me what I thought had happened. I just did something. Anyway, I snuck back. And I was like, why the fuck hasn't something happened? And then I decided to walk back, stick my face in the next wall, and that movie backdraft, that sound, boom! That's all I heard, man, and I was lifted, I'd say, about 6 feet in the ground, man. Off the ground, should I say, and I had a pair of shorts, but what had happened was, I blew the tank, and when it fucking went up, man, it come right off the bricks, yeah? But loads were splashed all over me, me fucking hair, me face. I was running around on fire. And Bernie O'Driscoll pumped me out because she lived in the same block, whereas I was doing this to this car. You know what I mean? And a couple of the men in the flats had to run down with big overcoats and cover me, put me out, and it's like that. I was like fucking all over my hands, fucking. I was lucky, you know what I mean? Because like, Harper's ma had the fucking savvy. She had this gauze stuff. It was like square sheets, yeah, with Vaseline on it. And she put loads of that on me, you know, and then covered it with cling film. It's like fucking, and prepared me for the ambulance, you know. But like here, that was one of the few that I've not told you about. You already were aware of that. Here, I fucking done a better one than that. One particular day, right now, I used to save aerosols, right? Because I used to like put them in a fire and them blown up. So this particular day, I had about 12, 13 of them, right? And I got another few, but these ones had like a marble in them, and they were silver spray, right? So I'm not joking, there must have been about easy 15 of them in a bag. So I had to get rid of this mattress, so I tied it with rope on both ends. I folded the single mattress, right? Got a rope on one side, tied it, a rope on the other side, brought it up the backfield, yeah? Set the fucker on fire, put the fucking cans in there, right? I swear to God, man. I was where community centre is right now. Where Cherry Orchard Community Centre is, right? I was at the back of it at the time, right? And at the time it was just fields. You know, so I lit this fucking mattress, right? And I was hiding behind a fucking rock, yeah? It's like, if you know the outlay, I was facing Michelle McAvoy's gaff, and I lit the mattress, right? Now, the whole idea was, I tied it off on both ends. Now, I knew how to tie knots because my pals had the horses and all, and we used to have to make head halters. A bit, or whatever else, but you know what I mean? A head halter, a bit, a range, you know, so you have to be able to tie. So I tied a fucking single mattress up basically, and dashed the bag with about 15 aerosol cans in it, yeah? So the fucking mattress is over here, right? So what happens was, I just hear something going, anyway, the fucking bastard mattress opened, right? And I was ducked down like, and I was right about 30 feet in front of me, yeah? Next of all, one just went, boom, and fucking missed me head, man, by about that much. Boom, over me fucking head, you know what I mean? And for a few minutes, I couldn't move. Because, man, I was like, I'm one of these that's gonna hit me. This is karma for being a dickhead. I'm gonna get hit in the fucking face with one, so, stop, man. I had to wait till I thought they were all gone off, because they're fucking like fireworks and dangerous. At a certain heat, boom! Fuck's sake, man. Yeah, no, but I was always lighting fires, man. People used to say, if you wanted to find Jude, look for smoke. Not my words, other people's, you know. Like, I always go off what other people said about me, you know. Well, fucking look, I've got to where I am today, thank God. You know what I mean? And only from my fate, I don't think I would be here, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of us that are naughty when we're young. You know, it's like, but you have to recognise that as you grow, because otherwise you'll never be able to atone, or you'll never be able to be real with yourself. You know, because everyone is responsible for their actions and words in life. You know, my uncle used to say this weird thing, right, and I never used to understand at the time, right, but he used to say to me, you know what, Jude, there's two things a soldier can never take back. Number one, the casings that come off his rifle when he sends a shot, and when the words he repeats off his tongue, verbal shot. You see, it's one thing being shot, but do you know what a verbal shot is? Like I say, your mother's a cunt, or your sister, or I tell the world that her Fanny's been spit on more times than the Blarney Stone, let's say, and insulted you that way. That's what he was trying to tell me. You cannot take the words that come out of your mouth or the bullets of a gun, how mad is that? But that's a soldier's mentality, you know. Like I said, I know a lot of brave guys over the years, man, but it doesn't make you a tough guy because you carry a weapon, or it doesn't make you a tough guy because you've discharged the weapon, or allegedly, or, you know, and there's certain things you cannot take back. And one being a bolt action rifle with a beautiful sight. And my uncle presented himself in front of me and presented me with a bolt action rifle with a sniper on the top of it with a nice, yeah. A scope, man, and I took the nose off a fucking deer with a bobby, man. And I've not been hunting since. Like, don't get me wrong, I've done a bit of poaching, a bit of fishing here and there, but, you know, even Stevie Wonder, it hit a deer or a pheasant with buckshot. You can't fucking miss. Even if you are mere. Do you know what? Fucking put the tag on the fucking donkey. Here, spin me 15 times. Yeah? And I hear you going, pull! Whatever. If I hear it, I can tell by the direction. Because when ducks go up, you make a bit of noise, and I just close my eyes. And I just aim. You can't miss. So, that's what he learned me very young. You can't take back the words that come out of your mouth or the bullets you send. And I was always getting hit with cliches as a fucking kid. You know, if he put his foot in the fucking fire with you, I'd be like, Jesus Christ, don't you bollocks, you fucking use the Lord's name in vain. She's telling me, she's cussing at me, don't use the Lord's name in vain, and she's calling me all the bastards. See you're Damien, you bastard. You know what I mean? Cheers for the vote of confidence, Granny. You know, don't be fucking smart. Oh, you fuck off, hit me, smack. You know, honestly, she was doing me head in one morning, and she wanted me to go to mass, and I didn't want to go to mass, right? Leave me a fucking alone, it's Sunday. You wouldn't leave your old gran there walking up to mass on her own, would you? Fuck yeah! I didn't say fuck yeah, I said, I'm not feeling well. She said, there was nothing wrong with your stomach last night after I had that curry. What's that? I said, I probably have food poisoning. Get up out of that bed, or I'll fuck a kettle of water over you. Oh, you know, and here, she meant it, you know, so, oh, fucking hated it, you know what I mean? I'd sooner go to radio station with me dad, and I hated that too. So it was either Mass or fucking go there when I lived in Bluebell anyway. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's like I thought Jesus was at the fucking breakfast table eating porridge with me. You know, Jesus is, hey, Lord's on the wall looking at you. God sees everything you dirty little bastard. You know, oh, she gave it to me straight. Me granny, she said, see him, he's a bastard, him. She said, now do you see what alcohol makes you do? She said, your granddad was a bastard because of alcohol. Meaning me grandfather, her husband. Me ma was a Knowles, like, yeah, that's what me ma's side I called the Knowleses. Like there's Knowleses in Cherry Orchard, Gallantstown Way. There's Knowleses in Clondalkin. There's Knowleses in Tally. Yeah, we have a big family at home. And we have certain families, you see that. You see, before I knew Ken O'Driscoll or Harp or Dee or Brenda, me ma knew them and they knew me ma because they all grew up in Ballyer when we were kids, just like I did, in a way. You know, it's like, there was a few families, in fact, that were Ballyer through and through. You know, me own, Harpo's crowd, like his dad Alec and Bernie and his uncle Javis, and I, like, there's two sides, like Quigley's and O'Driscoll's, and the Ballyer through and through, you know, where our parents knew each other before we were ever even born, you know, and when you're straight out of Ballyer, you know, and I'll hold me hands up, I ran away from myself because I knew I was a fuck up, and if I get myself, I could end up losing my life because I made so many fuck ups here. Like, I was the king of fuck ups and the king of timing. Imagine your dog getting smashed in on your missus's, ex-missus's 21st birthday. There, that's how great my timing is. I woke up that morning at about 6 o'clock to me dog getting hit. I mean hit. I could hear the copper saying, what the fuck has he got up against the door? Get in there. I was flushing shit down the toilet. I got some fucking Radox or shower gel. I had two parcels beside me, and the parcels went into bundles up my cha-cha. Anyway, a few more bangs. Next of all, I was rushed, yeah. And I always upset this to many of my friends over the years here. Don't go out like that. Oh, what, it's too late then. You know, it's like, oh man, me fucking, at the time, it was the ex-Dylan's mother's 21st birthday. Oh, I was living in fucking Mountjoy Square, yeah? And let's say I was independent because I'm Cherry Orchard, right? I've no business selling drugs in the city centre. Especially when I was around certain people who did not like me. You know, that knew I was from Ballyfermot because of the asylum, do you understand? Joseph's Mansions. That's where I chose to sell me shit, right? Yeah, I nearly got my ass lit up a few times. You know, proper man. And like I said, if there's, what's that phrase? If there's a supply, there's obviously a demand. And if it wasn't me, it would have been someone else. But I'm not joking you, I'll never forget it. And it was, that day was the fucking turning point for me. You know, that day and the next 5 months, it's like, and then one day it happened. My ex-partner brought my son up to see me in Mountjoy prison. Let me tell you what happened the morning he smashed the door in, right? So, hold my hands up, I was out on bail for a similar charge, right? First proper drug offence. Star Street Garda Station, right? Long story short, when your dog goes in, right here, your landlord's kicking you fucking out when he finds out why your door was breached. Sorry, not your door. Why his £500 door is now split in two. So there goes your deposit as well. Right? So you may as well look for a place because you're gone. So I found myself in a situation like that. And at the time I had a young baby and there was nobody going to employ me by me being honest on a fucking application form. And at the time, yeah, it wasn't worth my while fucking. So I was like, look, I have a kid now. I have to, no matter what, I have to support this child, you know, and pay the rent and fucking what have you know. Anyway, I'll tell you the second time I was out on bail, I was at the moving from North Frederick Street to Mountjoy Square, or the opposite, Mountjoy Square to North Frederick Street. But the night before, I was at that web bagging up a few parcels and I left them outside the door behind here, right? Mountjoy Square, I lived in a gaff on the corner, right? And there was about 50 apartments in it, and there was about 30 of them with tenants in, and 20 of them were getting fucking they were fitting fucking new showers, this, that, the other, and on every floor there was about 20 sheets of plasterboard outside your fucking flat, right? And these sheets of plasterboard, they must have been about 20 feet long each. You know what I mean? Fucking 6 foot high. So the night before I was at the hiding about 4 parcels outside, right? With 20 in each one, right? 20 bags in each parcel, right? And I had 80 outside my door, right? I lived on the 3rd floor, about 10 apartments on the 3rd floor, plasterboard all outside, leaned on top of each other, right? So the night before, I put 80% of the shit out, but I didn't put it all out, you know, and so, like I said, when you're in that kind of game, I had a pint glass that was full of gold. Yeah, I had a wardrobe with about 10 pairs of Levi's, black ones, blue ones. I had people who used to come to me with clothes, with jewellery, and you know what I did? I used to throw it all into a glass, right? Now, On the morning of the 12th of September, I heard boom now. I'd had to move. I got fucked out of the other apartment and I rented another one. But what I didn't know was a copper from Star Street, a retired detective, owned both buildings. The cunt. Now, I went and got an apartment in one of his buildings, right? So the second time I was out on bail, right? Out on bail, the 12th of September, I was 21. 13 days previous was my birthday. My 24th. Anyway, I heard the door getting hit. I saw, what the fuck is that? Boom! Now, the way I had my door, in the hallway, right, it was proper narrow, yeah? So you come in the flat, open the door, and then there's like a room here and a room here. So what I did was, I got a piece of timber about 3 foot in length, yeah, and about a foot in width, yeah, about 3 foot in length and say about a foot, about that much, yeah, and about that thick under the fucking door handle. They were ramming it. I dived up, ran into grabbed all the shit that was on the ground, ran into the toilet, man. Opened the window, looked down, they were fucking looking up at me, you know what I mean? I was like, fuck. So, straight into the shower, you know what I mean? I'm trying to flush it, you know what I mean? I got a shower gel and put it over 2 parcels and they went up me backside. I'm not gonna lie, it hurt, but fuck that. Anyway, it's like, you know what I mean? I come back out, you know what I mean? I was trying to empty it and flush it, and next of all the door went in and they caught me flushing it, you know what I mean? So they restrained me, do you understand? And I ended up like that. That's me fucked. I'm not gonna get bail again. You know what I mean? That's me there until me trial. You know, to me here, and oh man, it's like, and at the same time, right? I won't say his name, but one of my mates from Cabra got bleeding knocked up at the same time, and we lived in this building, the two of us. You know what I mean? And the coppers took me out on top of the land on the 3rd floor, and he says, "How I get so well we woke up this morning." And I'm like, fuck off, mate. Don't. What you on about? What, you think we're lying? Oh, and there was these big glass stained windows in this building, right? My mate lived on the 4th floor, I was on the 3rd floor, and he went like a couple went, "Hey, give us a wave." And the copper's down there looking up, doing that look, and I'm like, oh no, I am fucked. Oh, I'll never forget it, man. Oh, I've made stupid calls, but that was a stupid call, like, you know. And then I was in prison and I was in there for a pistol and heroin. You know, and what kind of role model was I? Do you understand? And what kind of role model was I gonna be for my son? He never asked to be born, you know. So why should he suffer for my sins? Fuck that. So I come to the UK. God help me. I pray to God. I said, "God, get me off this fucking, get me out of this jail." And I swear, me cancer if I'm lying to you. I will get him to uni. I will make him be a somebody. Do you understand that? I'll help people one fucking day, and I believe in myself. That much. Do you understand? I always wanted him to be a someone, you know, like not where people could come out and say, "Oh, yeah, you used to be a scumbag drug dealer," or this, that, the other. You know, I've been true to me kids. you know, put manners and discipline in them. I never had to hit me kids or raise me hand. Discipline, take the Wi-Fi away. That's worse than hitting a child. Cause my dad hit me and my mother and me Mark. Alex got away with it, cause you know. No, look, it is what it is, and you know, it's like I've learned a lot of lessons because of alcohol, and I've learned a lot because of drugs, and it's like if I could take back one thing, it'd be knowing me strengths and me weaknesses. First of all, it's like a lot of us when we go through trauma as kids, regardless of the trauma, we try to put back here, and a way of helping us do that is by alcohol, drugs, illicit substances, you know, and even some people aren't religious, but you know, when the shit hits the fan, we'll find ourselves saying like, oh God, Jesus, what am I gonna do? You know, kind of too, but there's no point in just fucking reaching out to him when you need something. You know, I have my faith, I pray every fucking night before I go to bed. Yeah, here, every night. You know, I don't miss a night. You know, and I haven't in 27 years. Because God got me out of my situation. He got me out of Dublin. And now, many years later, I've stayed true to myself, never called men out, because I know where that can lead to. Mothers crying over hospital bed. And I'm not up for that anymore. It's not something I want to take part in, or, you know. But I do want to say this, I hope you all have a great evening. I'm away. There's no solution without confrontation. If you want to help my channel grow from here, shout out to YouTube Coffee Nation. You can either buy me a coffee, you can share me link, or sub to the fucking channel, one or the other. You know what I mean? And one of the three will be fucking great. Shout out to the best video maker on YouTube, Pablo Da Vinci. He's been the best mate I've ever fucking had on YouTube, and he's been like a big brother to me. You know, so here, if you're watching this today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, if you're not sub to Air Pablo Escobar, not fighting holes, our Pablo, yeah, fucking sub to him. If you're not sub to Wolf, if you're not sub to Rob Lee, if you are not sub to fucking who else comes in, everybody fucking else. You know, I'm gonna start sharing all these shit as well. You know, you don't forget people that help you. Do you understand? And I had to start all over again because I trusted someone and believed in them. But we've started all over again, and we're on 400 guys, and now 500 is coming, and then 6, and then I'll go past fighting back cunt United. It's my bastard child that I've no time for. I can fucking stay there and rot fighting back United. Straight out of Ballyer, and straight out of Ballyer, eh? Have a good evening, but I need to fuck off and concentrate. So, I want to shout out to everyone who's ever supported my channel and believed in me. You know, I'm not perfect, but I'm not the worst on here. And if I can help, I've helped a lot of people on here with their mental health, and you don't understand that's worth more than any membership fee. But you can help me the noble way by buying me a coffee. share my channel or sub to it. Thanks very much. Watch this space, guys. I'm tired, I need a rest. Have a good night, everyone.